Good day, students. Today we'll continue with motion. So last class we started about motion. What's motion? Motion is nothing but it's a change in position of an object with respect to the time and with respect to the surroundings. Okay. Rest and motion both are relative terms. Okay. Then what is the definition for the rest? Rest is nothing but there is no change in position with respect to the time and its surroundings. Right. Then about physical quantities. What is meant by physical quantities? The quantities which are measurable either directly or indirectly are called physical quantities. So these quantities are divided into two types again. One is fundamental physical quantities, other one is derived physical quantities. Okay, so fundamental quantities are nothing but it can be these quantities does not depends on any other quantities. Those are called as fundamental quantities. The quantities which are dependent on fundamental quantities, those are called as derived quantities. Okay, so there are only 7 fundamental quantities. What are those? Mass, length, time, temperature, luminous intensity, electric current, amount of substance. There are only 7 fundamental quantities. Okay, apart from that everything are the derived quantities like force, pressure, density, area, volume, acceleration. This and all will be dependent quantities. Those are called as derived quantities. After that, scalar and vector quantities. What's meant by scalar? The quantities which are having only magnitude, there is no direction, no specified direction. Okay, those are called as scalar quantities. The quantities which are having both magnitude as well as direction, those are called as vector quantities. So if it obeys, if vectors, if a physical quantity obeys vector laws of addition, then we can call it is a vector. If does not obey vector laws of addition, then we can call it a scalar. Okay. Next, after that, continuation is unit. What's meant by unit? What's meant by unit? Unit is nothing but it's just a standard reference of a physical quantity. So it's a marker. It's one of the physical quantity. For this, what will be the length? We can measure what is length only. For this, assume it's a very thin. So we can't measure its thickness right now. Just assume we are having only the length. Length is how much? 10 centimeters. 10 centimeters. 10 is the numerical value. Centimeter is the unit of that physical quantity. So it is marker only. Marker is physical quantity. So physical quantity is equals to numerical value n. Unit is centimeter is unit. So physical quantity is also called as it's a numerical. It's a product of numerical value and its unit. Okay. So right. So units are 3 types. One is MKS system. Second one is CGS. Third one is FPS. Meter, kilogram, second. Centimeter, gram, second. Foot, pound, second. MKS system is also called as System of International Units. This is the universal word we are using these units. Okay, right? So it is MKS system. These two are only important for us. Okay, these two only we are using mostly in our lesson. Okay, right. So let's go to the lesson. So motion, already you know that personal motion is nothing but change in position of an object. Now object is there at position A, it is moving from A to B in different direction like this event. Okay, it is the actual path length traveled by an object. Okay, so this actual length traveled by an object is called distance. Okay, the actual length traveled by an object is called distance. It is a scalar quantity. Why? Because it is having no specified direction. Here it is moving, here it is moving. The direction is changing continuously. No specified direction. So that it is a scalar quantity. It is having only magnitude. Everything we are having magnitude. Okay. Magnitude is nothing but just a representation value. Okay. Right. So it is always positive. It is always positive. It is always positive. Then it will never be zero. Distance is never be zero. Okay. Even it will never decreases with time. It is going on, keep on increasing. Time increases, distance is also increasing only. If you are keeping the object at particular time for some at this position, if you are keeping that object at this position particularly for some time, it will not change its distance, no, right? Whatever it's changing its distance, that only will be there. It never decreases with time. Okay, so it never decreases, never decreases with time. Never decreases with time. It is always positive. It never be a zero. What are the units for that? It's a SI units is meter, CGS units is centimeter for the distance. Okay, right? Clear now? Fine. Next, displacement. Now, same positions A and B, same positions A and B, but now it is a straight line. It is a very shortest distance now, A to B. It's a very shortest distance. So the shortest distance between initial and final points, this is the initial and this is the final point. The shortest distance traveled by an object between initial and final points is called displacement. It's called displacement. The shortest distance between initial and final points is called displacement. Okay, it is a vector quantity. Why it is a vector quantity? It is having specified direction, magnitude as well as specified direction. So it is a vector quantity. It may be positive or negative or zero. Okay, so when it will be zero, A to B, object person is there, person is moving from A to B, then moves from B to A. This is the initially. After it reaching, it is the final. Now again he is coming to here itself. It is only the final. So what is the different distance between initial and final? Same points only, no? That means there is no distance. So there is no distance is there. Displacement is zero. Okay, right? So displacement is zero. When in case it reaches its original position, then displacement is zero. Okay, right. Distance never be zero, but displacement will be a zero. Distance is always positive. Displacement is maybe positive or maybe negative. Okay, right. So it is, what are the units for this? What are the units for this? Same units, meters and centimeters. Meters is the SI units, centimeters is the CGS units. Okay, clear? Right. Now a person is moving from A to B in a circular path. In a circular path. Okay, he is moving from A to B in circular path. One person is moving from A to B in straight line. Which is more? Distance is more or displacement is more? The value. Let me consider this radius. This is the origin point, center point. So this distance is 10 meters. So what about this distance? This distance also 10 meters. Then what about this circular path? What is the distance? Distance is nothing but circumference of the circle, no? So total circumference of the circle is 2 pi r. But here is the half circle only, no? That means by 2. 2 to the cancel. Pi r. R is how much? 10. So 10 pi meters is the distance. Then what will be the displacement? Shortest distance. This only no displacement. So displacement is distance. Displacement is 20 meters. Distance is 25 meters. Displacement is 20 meters. Clear now? Right? I hope you all understand. If you have any doubts, you can ask. Okay? Right. Next. Now we will solve on one or two numericals based on distance and displacement. Then later we will go through the application. So at position a person is moving from position A towards upward. It is 20. Otherwise, taken 50 meters. Then after towards right, 40 meters. Then towards down is 20 meters. He reached his position. So 20 meters. Okay. Then what is the distance and what is the displacement? Distance is 50, 40, 20. Distance is 50, 40, 20. It is a 110 meters. Then what about the displacement? Displacement means this only, no. It is the shortest distance between A and B, right? So if you draw straight line, this 50. So that means this is also total 50, no? Parallel side. This is 40. This is also 40. In this total 50, here 20. What will be the remaining? Remaining is 30 meters. Right or not? So that means if you observe that it is one right angle triangle. Right or not? I want to find the what this side we call hypotenuse. So what is the hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is nothing but so one of the side, no, one of the side of the right angle triangle. To find the hypotenuse, what is the formula? Hypotenuse square equals to side square plus side square. Hypotenuse square equals to side square. One side is 30 square plus another side is 40 square. So hypotenuse equals to square root of 900 plus 1600, 2500. So h is equals to 50 whole square. Square root gets cancelled. H is equals to 50 meters. So this is 50 meters. What is that? It is a displacement. Distance is 110 meters. Displacement is 50 meters. Clear now? Are you able to understand? Yeah. Fine, right? Okay. Okay. Next. Distance and displacement. Are you able to understood those numericals also now? Right. Now application part. If it is making an angle, which one making angle? Distance making an angle. So let me consider a position point P, another position Q, at center 0. Initially, it is the person. He is moving in a circular path from A to B. So it is radius R. So it is also radius R only. It is the shortest distance between P and Q. Displacement. It is the distance. It is the displacement. At that time, it is making an angle theta. Okay. Then what is the distance and displacement? So to find the distance in case of angle, formula is angle is equals to arc length by radius. Angle theta is equals to arc length by radius. Arc length by radius. Arc length is P, Q, radius is R, smaller. Smaller only now I am considering. So radius is smaller. So arc length is only the distance now. So arc length PQ is equals to angle theta into radius R. It is the formula to find the distance it is making an angle theta. Okay. Next. What about the displacement? What about the displacement? It's very, very important. Look here carefully. Students, listen here. So displacement is nothing but shortest distance between 2 points. It is the shortest distance. This distance we don't know. So we will consider that triangle I am considering here. This total triangle side I don't know that only the displacement, right? So that I am considering it is x. This distance is radius. This is also radius. Both are r. Angle is theta. Now I am making that into equilateral triangle. Now it is one equilateral triangle, other equilateral triangle, two equilateral triangles. Now this angle is theta by 2. Why? Because initially theta, now I am making exactly half, so it is theta by 2. Then it is also theta by 2. So I need to find this opposite sides. So it is total x means half I made. So it is x by 2. It is also x by 2. So sin theta is equals to opposite side by hypotenuse. It is a formula to find the opposite side, one of the sides. If you want to find this side, cos theta. Cos theta equals to adjacent side by hypotenuse. Now I want to find the opposite side, so that I am using this formula. So here angle is theta by 2. So sin theta by 2 equal to opposite side is x by 2 by hypotenuse is r. So I am taking r this side. So x by 2 is equals to r into sine of theta by 2. I want x only, no total distance I required. X by 2 is r sine theta by 2. Total is I want x only. So x equals to 2r sine theta by 2. This is the formula to find the displacement. It is making an angle theta at the center. Okay, clear now? So it is 2r sine theta by 2. It is theta into r. It is the distance and it is the displacement. It is making an angle theta. Okay, clear now? Right? Fine. Okay, it's all about distance and